happy. Don't worry, be happy. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Hey, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Had a good morning so far. Huh, Chief? Yeah, Taylor took Chief for a run. It's just oddly warm. I mean, it's still like a little frosty, but it's just oddly warm. Cool. Today we have a few things to talk about. So, one of them would be our home base. So we're going to be traveling, as some of you know, and we kind of need a home base, a place that we could come back to in an emergency, a place where we can keep our stuff, and so that's what this place is. This is a town that I grew up in, and both my parents are here, and my sister lives pretty close, and Jake lives not as close, but yeah, so that's why we're storing all of our stuff here. We're gonna be here for maybe another week, week and a half or so. I'm gonna try to introduce you to some of my friends that live here, and this will be a place where we could come back to whenever we need to, and that's just super nice. It's nice to have a home, a place to call home, I guess. I guess every physical home is kind of temporary, you know, but yeah, so we're able to kind of unload some of our stuff here, and we set up a bedroom for us, so that Taylor and I have that here, and yeah, so this is the house that I grew up in, and it's always fun to come back. This is the view off the back deck. You can see the mountains out there. Actually, that house used to not be there. Same with the house that's behind it. So they block the view just a little bit, but you can still see the mountains. Yeah. I've shown you a few clips of the puppies, but I'm assuming you guys really want to see them. So let's go check out the puppies. So this is Ebony. She's the mom. She's super dark, so it's kind of hard to see her features and everything, but she's a purebred black lab. You okay? You okay? Yeah, you're okay. So yeah, my mom's been breeding purebred labs for most of my life, and so that's where Chief is from. You're making a lot of noise. So there are 9 puppies in this litter. There are 5 yellow, 3 chocolates, and 1 black. You okay? You hungry? I'll get you some food. There you go. They're at a really fun stage where their eyes are open. They're not really running around yet. They're not really pooping a lot, so that's really fun. Once they do start running around, it's really fun to play with them. But at that point, they tend to get pretty messy and smelly because they start pooping a lot more, which we typically would start keeping them outside if it's warmer at that point. But we'll probably just keep them in the garage and put some straw down, and that'll keep the smell down. And then when we go to play with them, we usually go give them a bath and dry them off, and then play with them inside for a while. And that's really fun because they'll chase you around the house and jump all over you and everything. This little yellow right here is, she's really small compared to the other ones. You see how big this guy is? Look how small she is. She's definitely the runt of the litter, which a lot of the times my mom will end up keeping the runt, which the runt, if you don't know, is just, it's the smallest puppy. There's always, you know, one puppy that seems to be smaller than the rest. Not sure why. You could probably look it up, but I don't know. Yeah. Huh. Super cute. Yep. Alright, I'm sure you guys will see some more puppies later, so let's go. Denny, come here. So this is Denny. Hi, Denny. So this is a puppy from the last litter that they had, and they kept Denny. So Denny will be the next mom. Yeah, and then there's only been one time where we've owned the stud, and that was when I was younger. That I had a black male lab, and we bought him from a different line and used him as the stud to breed. But since then, my mom will just go and find a stud that's owned by somebody else and get the puppies that way. So super fun process. And when they're purebred, you know, certified AKC, you can sell them for a lot more than if they're not purebred, and so it's a good way to make a side income as well. I think I'd be interested in breeding labs someday, and also training labs. It's been fun to train Chief, and I think it would be fun to maybe take like 5 dogs and start them, basically, train them up to be house pets, but also to hunt, and then sell them after 6 months as like a semi-finished or finished dog. Just depends on how they turn out, but I think that'd be really fun. It'd take a lot of time, but maybe there'll be some videos about that in the future. We'll see. Still trying to figure out, you know, what we're gonna do after this trip, and it's something that we think about. It's something that we're asking. You know, we're listening and trying to just discern on what's gonna be next. But for now, we're just kind of keeping our hands open and traveling and planning on seeing a bunch of people. So yeah, I think it'll be fun. We get a lot of comments and stuff when we tell people about what we're planning on doing, and we show them our truck, and you know, and they're always like, "Whoa, is that like a big cargo thing on the top, or what's that satellite looking thing on the top of the truck?" And then we tell them, we're like, no, that's our tent. And so, yeah. Probably going to spend this afternoon sorting through all of our stuff and figuring out really what needs to go with us, and then getting the rest kind of put onto shelves and stuff, and just cleaning the place up a bit. So I'm going to cut this video off early today so that we can just kind of focus on that this afternoon. It's not going to be too exciting, but I wanted to make sure I made a video today for you guys. And so we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hats off to you.
do.